Hello, parishioners of St. Maurice. It's another pastor's report coming at you here. Again, if you know people who may not be able to receive this, please forward the email link to people so that they can find this message. It's a great way to use modern technology so that we can stay connected even though we're not able to gather in person. Well, here we are, Friday, April 3rd already. Wow, it's hard to believe. First Friday of the month, a time when we think about Jesus and his love for us from his sacred heart, and just especially every Friday we think of Jesus, laying down his life for us and pouring his mercy for us. And next Friday, of course, will be Good Friday, the Friday of all Fridays, where we want to really commemorate this momentous occasion. May we always be grateful for the mercy of Jesus in our life. We've had it's been busy around here just getting things ready, trying to find ways that we can provide a live stream capabilities for the Holy Week celebrations, and so stay tuned for that. Kind of like what we did for the Praise and Worship Night on Tuesday. Thanks to all of you who tuned in. It was really great. I thought Chris did a great job on his talk and with the worship, and hopefully we can do more of that. Sadly, as you know, our Friday night tradition of the past couple of weeks has to be discontinued, so we're not able to have adoration in the window at present. So we're going to try and stream some more times of worship in the church. And also we're not able to have confessions as we were before with the drive-through confessions. Thankfully, we at least got to do it twice, and we had lots of people show up for that, praise God. But for the meantime, please keep making your spiritual act of contrition and just entrust yourself to the Lord. And as soon as we're able to gather again for confessions, we'll probably make ourselves available for all kinds of confession time so we can catch up on lost graces there. But in the meantime, I just really want to encourage you to stay tuned to the live stream ceremonies for Holy Week. So of course there's Palm Sunday, 9 a.m., and then there's going to be Holy Thursday at 7 p.m., and then there's going to be Good Friday at 3 p.m., and then on Holy Saturday for the Easter Vigil, we're going to have it at 8 p.m., so it's a little later when the sun goes down. And on Easter Sunday, 9 a.m. So if you want to catch the live stream of those celebrations, that's great. And if you happen to sleep in or miss it for whatever reason, you can hopefully go to the website and watch it again after if you're able to. But the church really wants us to try and really connect live if we're able to for those exact times. Now, to kickstart before Holy Week begins, we're going to have our first Saturday devotions. Since we can't have adoration and confessions tonight, I thought, hey, let's at least do our usual first Saturday devotions. And for those of you who've come to Mass on Saturdays, for First Saturdays, you know that last December we began celebrating Mass in a form that's called Ad Orientem, facing everybody facing east. We're all in the same orientation together. So what that means is during the Eucharistic prayer, the priests are facing in the same direction as the people. So we're all facing God together. So when you're watching and praying with us tomorrow during the live stream, you'll see us during that part. You might think, hey, their backs are to us, what's going on? But no, it's just that it's not that our backs are to you, is that all of us are facing God together, okay? And so that's just something we've been doing for the past few months with the Archbishop's blessing. And part of the first Saturday devotions is also a chance to really pray and meditate on the mysteries of the Rosary. And so we'll have a Rosary following the Mass for us to all pray together. Great way for us to unite under Our Lady, asking for her intercession. And so that's 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, Saturday morning. So please check that out, and hopefully we'll keep doing that every first Saturday. And then, of course, Holy Week begins, a special week for all of us. Palm Sunday, we'll have a chance for us to bless the palms, and then we'll keep them in the garage, kind of cold, I guess, trying to keep them as fresh as we can until we're able to assemble again, and then we'll distribute palms to everybody at that point when we get back together. So you can bring them home and make crosses with them, or keep them at your house until, just throughout the year. So don't worry, you will still get your palms. Also, just wanted to let you know we have some special guests with us during this Holy Week. We're going to have Father Sean with us on Palm Sunday and on Good Friday. And then on Holy Thursday night, we're going to have Father Alan McDonald joining with us for the Mass. And on Easter Vigil Saturday night, we're going to have Father Roger Vandenacker, the General Superior of the Companions of the Cross. So it'll be great to, if you see their faces, hopefully to enjoy our time with them. Of course, keeping our numbers limited is in the way. It's going to be a bit weird because we don't have all the altar servers and the choir and all the stuff, so it's going to be definitely a bit of a stripped down mode, but let's just use our imaginations and do the best we can to just pour our hearts into these liturgies. So that's what's going on, and a lot of this stuff coming up this week, and I hope and trust that God is going to touch each of us where we're at in this week. Now, as you know, we're in a new month now, the month of April, and I just wanted to report that when I was asking at a financial level to help us out to finish out March strong, you responded so well. It was great. We even exceeded our absolutely necessary expenses by $6,000. So we were able to meet all our expenses and have $6,000 extra in the bank. So praise God for that, and thank you for your generosity. Now that we're doing things month by month, we've made some cutbacks in some of the hours with the staff, and there's been some changes in turning off the heat and whatnot. So we're trying to cut back as much as we can, but still with that, the expenses for April look like they're going to be about $46,000 for the month of April. Now, because we have about 110 people contributing with EFT, there's 11,000 of roughly of that already gone on the 15th of April. So towards that 46,000, we already have 11,000 towards it, and there's also some other revenue coming in. So for another couple thousand. So really, what we really need to raise is 33,000 because we have 13,000 already accounted for. So that's good news, and 33 is kind of a good number for April, for Jesus, for how old he was when he died and rose again. And so if I could just make it simple for us, math-wise, for my poor brain, there's about 330 donors out there who are willing to contribute $100 for the month of April, so basically $25 a week. If you're willing to do that, then we'll be okay. And to all of you who give with EFT at a monthly basis, you're already accounted for, so don't worry about it. You're already, thank you for your giving. It's Easter, so please find it in your hearts to give to our parish, to celebrate as a way of giving thanks to Jesus for his victory for us on the cross. And if you're interested in looking at our first quarter report for January, February, and March, you can find it on our website. And, for the month of April, we're really trying to find ways to be creative, how to help out with the sacraments. With confessions, we're still trying to figure something out. We'll let you know if God inspires us for that. Some people are asking us, can we have confession on the phone? Just let you know, that's good to think outside the box, but unfortunately we can't think outside the confessional box, right? The problem with the phone is it doesn't provide the seal of the confessional. Too much potential there for people listening in, or you've heard about Zoom, where people are able to listen on Zoom meetings and whatnot, and it just doesn't have that kind of security we need to protect the seal of the confessional. So it's just not possible, sadly. But good thinking, you guys. I know where you're coming from. But for now, we'll have to still do it in person if possible. And I also just wanted to let you know that a staff member at the parish who's been with us for 2 years, Melody Dowling, as coordinator of ministries and helping out with coordinating Alpha, has needed to step down and moving on to other things in her life. And so it's been great having her here for 2 years and doing what she's doing. And with this recent kind of shutdown of things, it's just been a good time, I think, for her to bow out at this moment. So please keep her in your prayers, and for her and her family, and for what lies ahead for her and her future endeavors. And for us, she promised that she would be willing to volunteer some time to help with any loose ends or odds and ends that are still, what she would normally have done, like in the next couple months since we're shut down. So she's still willing to help out for the time being, because we probably won't be able to consider hiring somebody new until maybe even September, so please keep that in your prayers. And thanks be to God. It was good having Melody with us when we had her, and who knows who the Lord will bring into our path in the future. Also, just to let you know that for us at the house, we're doing okay. We're all staying healthy. I hope you guys are doing all right. We've heard of a few cases of parishioners of St. Maurice who have been given a positive diagnosis of COVID. We want to keep them in our prayers. We've also had a few deaths and funerals, and so that's been sort of sad, just having to do funerals at the funeral home with only 10 people there. It's not ideal, so let's just keep those families in your prayers, and these are different times for sure. So I'll keep you posted as the weeks go on. I just wanted to send out a quick shout out to all of you to make sure you know kind of what's going on. Feel free to email the parish with any questions or prayer requests or anything. I'm still able to get the emails through the office remotely, and so things are still functioning as best we can, and please spread the word to get as many people to tune in on Facebook or YouTube to all the live streamed masses, and we'll do our best to keep praying together in this time. So God bless you, and I'll be talking to you sometime next week.